When detective told you that Jack got murdered on your wedding day, you get stunned. You got freeze for a while. You asked him, who did it? Tell me, who did it? He replied, I don't know, you will believe me or not, but he was murdered by your dad and your husband, Mr. Kim Tae-hung. Are you mad? Do you even know what you are saying? Here are some evidence, ma'am, that clearly indicating that Jack was last time with your dad. Here is the call records of Jack. Last call is with your dad, and here is CCTV footage of place they met last time. Only entrance footage available. Exit footage is not available. Jack never went to New York. I have checked all the flight record of that day. And other evidence has been vanished, even his dead body, so no one can find him where he disappeared. This does not prove that he has been murdered. My all close sources confirm from that day he never seen in Korea. Think to yourself that if your dad met him last time, why did he told you that he has gone to New York? If you want, you can do a reality check. I have a plan. We will make Jack's duplicate and he will appear in front of your husband. He might confess if he is alive. You left. You go outside the cafe. You are shocked and want to shout out loud and cry. Why Dad? And they, why Dad? I trusted you. You thought of go and ask your dad directly, but then you thought a direct confession by your dad and your husband. That why they did this. If they did this, you want to punish them. You reached home. You saw Tae-hung was sitting on the sofa. You thought, why you did this? I started fall for you. Why can't my heart believe that you can do something like this? Tae-hung noticed you and said, Hey Ryan, when did you come back? Just now. How is your friend's meet? It's good. Ryan, I wanted to tell you something. What? I have a surprise for you. We will go somewhere tomorrow. What surprise? It's a surprise. I will tell you tomorrow. You get ready to go with Tae-hung. Tae-hung is also ready. You ask him where we are going. Ah, it's a surprise. I have already told you. Come, let's go. You said him to wait in car. You will be coming in few minutes. He said okay and then left. You took your gun and reloaded it. Then you texted to the detective to accomplish the plan today. You shared your live location with him. They and you reached to a restaurant. There is a special table for you. You both said, this was your surprise. Nah, wait. Then the waiter come with something was covered. You are about to open, but you got a text from detective. He texted that he reached. You tell Tate you need to go washroom. You left. You tell him after you go, he can start the plan. You back to Tae-hung and said, uncover the plate. It was a cake and there, I love you Ryan written on the cake. They sat on his knees with the rose. he said. I love you, Ryan. You smile. You don't know how to react because you also fell for him. But he killed your first love. You hesitantly took the flower but said nothing. He asked you for the dance. May I? You both are dancing. He's looking at you, adoring, and was going to say something, but he saw someone outside the window. You see his face is shocked, and then you. It's Jack's duplicate, but you didn't react. He said you to wait here, and then he went. He followed that person to check it's Jack or not. When Jack's duplicate sat in a car and winked at Taehyung, then left. Taehyung's eyes got widened. He hurriedly sat in a car and followed that car. He called you and said you to go home with the bodyguards. He called Mr. Kang and tell about Jack. Shared his live location with Mr. Kang. Mr. Kang drove his car and followed Taehyung's live location. The car gone so far, but somehow Taehyung reached to the location where they killed Jack. He saw the car was standing there. He come out of his car. Ryan also followed Taehyung and reached to the location. She parked her car little far from Taehyung. You go inside from back gate. Taehyung reached to the place where Jack murdered. Later on, Mr. Kang also reached. He asked Taehyung, "Are you sure it's Jack?" They replied, "Yes, he winked at me. Here is his car." Then they both go inside while holding their guns. They saw someone is standing there. Then he turned. They both are shocked to see him. Jack? How can you be Jack? Jack was dead. I shot you with my own hands. Who are you? Then Ryan comes out while pointing gun both of them. You said, Why? Why you killed Jack? Taehyung and Mr. Kang got shocked seeing you. There's nothing like this you think. Ryan, it's just a misunderstanding. Put the gun down. We will tell you the truth. That's what I want to know. But Jack's duplicate hit you on your hand and you dropped the gun. He wrapped his hand around your neck and pointed gun on you, said, Don't move. Who are you? While 2-3 men come with their gun, hostages killed Taehyung and your dad. They pointed gun on them. Dad, look, I did it. I caught your biggest enemy and that bloody mafia. Michael? Long time no see. Been looking for a long time. I wanted you both together. Thanks, son, he added. You must be thinking that you killed Jack. Then who is this? This is my second son, James. Your daughter is so stupid. Who first fell into the trap of Jack? No, James. She fell in love with the son of his worst enemy. Now you get to know the whole situation. That fire dad and Taehyung killed Jack because he wanted you to destroy your father. The detective you hired is a man of James. He told him to find you. When he saw first in the cafe, he pretended to be detective. to trap you. The target was not you, it's your dad and your husband. First, I wanted to kill you and this mafia, but you killed my son. No, I will kill your daughter in front of your eyes. Don't you dare to touch her. I have killed your son, so deal with me. Leave Vian. Otherwise, you will repent if you touch her. While James and Michael busy in Tehang, you being opportunist. You kicked on James' main part and jumped to pick your gun. And you shoot it on James' leg and he fell down. And said his dad to put gun down. All of you, or else you shoot him. Don't you dare to do anything to my son. Put the gun down, all of you, or else. Michael ordered his man to put the gun down. Everyone puts the gun down. Michael started begging, slowly kneel down. You didn't notice him. But Tehang shouted, "Be careful, Vian." You looked at Tehang. Michael stabbed you on your right hand. You dropped the gun. He was going to shoot you, but before he shoot, Tehang shoot him. 6 bullets fired in his chest. He died on the spot, while your dad killed his man. Tehang ran towards you and hugged you. Your dad came and said, "James, it's time to go to your dad and your brother and shoot him." Your dad says, "Are you okay, Vian?" "I'm fine, Dad. I'm sorry for not trusting you. I'm sorry." "No, I'm sorry for not telling you the truth." You looked at Tehang and hugged him. "I'm really sorry. But suddenly you turned Tehang's side and Tehang and your dad heard shot sound. Someone shot you. It was that agent who is Michael's man. He wants to shoot Tehang, but you saw and turned his side. He was about to run, but your dad immediately shoot him. You slowly loosed your grip from Tehang, about to fall, but Tehang catch you and made you lay in his lap and said, "Vian, please open your eyes. Vian, my daughter, please open your eyes." He quickly picked you in his arms and sat in the car. Your dad drive the car as fast as he can. You are in his lap. He tapped on your cheeks. "Vian, please open your eyes." His tears constantly dropped. You open your eyes a little and said, I love you, Tehang. I'm sorry for doubting you. This is my punishment. I hope you will forgive me, and slowly closed your eyes. No, it's not your fault. Please don't leave me. I will die without you. And you reached to hospital. You are admitted in ICU. Teham pleaded to the doctors. Please save my life. We will try our best. He fell down on his knees. Your dad hugged him, said, "Don't worry, nothing will happen to her." He cried, said, "I'm sorry, Mr. Kang. I couldn't keep your promise. I have failed to protect her." Your dad sobs. Doctor came and said, "She's out of danger. You can meet her." He hugged your dad, and your dad says, "Go." He came to meet you while you were laying on bed, saw him and smiled at him. He smiled with teary eyes. He sat beside you and cried badly while holding your hands. "I am alive. Why are you crying? Don't you dare to say that. If anything happens to you, I would have died alive." Thank you so much for watching. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel and comment down your reviews.